Welcome to my class. This is the Singh from Unveiling, and in this short video of just 2 hours, I'm going to tell you about each and everything about PTE Core. First of all, let me introduce PTE Core. What the PTE Core is? PTE Core is a new test by the Pearson that has been available in the market after the 20th of February 2024. You can apply for your immigration to Canada. When I say immigration to Canada, this means your PR, your express entry or your work permit. Either you are going for the work permit, PR or express entry. Instead of IELTS or ALSALPIP, you can also go for PTE Core. Yes, and in this video, I will talk to you about the listening, the reading, the writing and the speaking. In the each and everything, its format, its template, yes, and how you can crack and get good score. So let's move toward the screen and see some of the things like that is required. One thing is very clear: if you have watched this 2 hours video completely, then you will be very much sure about the PT Core. And yeah, of course, after practice a lot, you can appear for the test and gain good score. Good morning, students. This is Diljit Singh from MBSL Jalandhar, 120 feet road, Bhayamadi Chowk, and here we are available for the PT Core. In this video, I will tell you each and everything about all modules like speaking, reading, writing, and listening. And I hope by the end of this video, you would have a complete knowledge about the PT Core, what it is. Yes, first of all, let's see the question type. And speaking and writing are combined activities, so that's why they have been combined. If we talk about the speaking, there are 5 tasks overall in the speaking. First, read aloud, repeat sentence, describe image, respond to a situation, answer short questions. These 5 types are there in case of speaking. And summarize written text and email is there for your writing. And next one is reading. The fill in the blanks, reading and writing. MCQ MA means multiple choice question, multiple answer, multiple choice question, single answer. Reorder sentences, fill in the blanks. And if we talk about the listening, that is the lengthiest activity that contains, first of all, summarize spoken text, multiple choice question, multiple answer, fill in the blanks, multiple choice question, single answer, select missing word, highlight incorrect words, and write from dictation. These all are the 4 modules. Like the first modules, that speaking and writing contain 7 tasks, then reading contain 5 tasks, means total 12, and listening contains 7 tasks. Total 19 tasks will be there. Yes, for the online or offline coaching, you can contact me on the given address, or for online, of course, you can contact me on the given number. That's 98149-27250. Let's continue. Speaking and writing. The total timing for speaking and writing is 46 to 67 minutes. If we talk about the items type in speaking, the first item type is a read aloud. The number of questions you will get in the final exam, that will be 6 to 7, minimum 6 but maximum 7. Of course, in the coming slides we will see the samples. The score is partial credit, means you will be not given the score correct or incorrect, but partial credit will be there. If we understand the partial credit, that is on based off content, pronunciation and fluency. Now what the content is, means each replacement, omission or insertions of a word counts as 1 error. Means replace, if you are putting or adding some extra word, or omission, if you are leaving any word or insertion, means again you are, sorry to say, if you are replacing any word, means if you are making change in any word, then, and if you are omitting any word or you are adding any word, that will be considered 1 error. 1 error means 1 point. Maximum score depend upon the length of the task prompt, means normally the content is of 5 points. Next one is pronunciation, means if you are speaking like the native line, then it's 5. For advanced level, it's 4, good 3. If you are intermediate, you deserve 2 points, and 1 is for 1 and 0 is for no one. And fluency is the same. The marking criteria means the same for fluency and pronunciation. Reading and speaking, communicative skills scored are reading and speaking. So that's why it has been seen in even PT Academic, the students who score very good in their read aloud, they get good score in reading. So let's see the sample. Here we are having a read aloud. Let's watch a short video.
Read aloud. For this question type, you need to read a written text aloud. The recording status box shows a countdown. You will have 30 to 40 seconds to read aloud, depending on the length of the passage. You hear a short tone. After the tone, start speaking immediately.
We would like to remind visitors that they should take all rubbish away with them when they leave the park.
Do not start speaking before the tone because your voice will not be recorded. Finish speaking before the progress bar reaches the end and the word recording changes to completed.
Next one is speaking and writing. The item name is repeat sentence. So number of tasks you will get in the final exam will be 10 to 12, minimum 10 and maximum 12. The partial credit is there again like the read aloud. So the scores are divided into content, pronunciation and fluency. This time this is of 13 points. One repeat sentence is of 13 points. If we talk about the content, errors are there when you replace any word, when you omit any word, or when you add some extra word from your side. Hesitation filled or unfilled pauses, leading or trailing materials are ignored in the scoring of the content. Actually, that's a part of the pronunciation and fluency. You get 3 points if all words in the response from the prompts in the correct sequence. You get 2 points if you have spoken 50% of the content at least. Suppose one repeat sentence is of 10 to 12 words and you have spoken 7 words, then you deserve 0.2. And if your number of words are less than 50%, then you deserve 1 point in case of content. Talking about pronunciation, the same thing is here. Native like, advanced, good intermediate, instructive or non-English. Means this is from 5 to 0. The fluency remains the same. Fluency means the way, the speed that you speak. Here the score is shared with the listening. So that's why listening and speaking, both things are judged here. So let's watch a short video about repeat sentence.
Repeat sentence. For this question type, you will hear a short sentence.
You don't have to accept this job offer if you don't want to.
When the audio finishes, the microphone opens. There's no short tone, so speak into the microphone immediately and repeat exactly what you heard.
You don't have to accept this job offer if you don't want to.
Describe him is the next activity of the speaking part. This is a third activity, and here you will get probably three or maximum 4 describe image items. The scores are the partial credit again, like content, pronunciation and fluency. Again, like the content means describe all element of the image and their relationship, possible development and conclusion or implementations. Means if you have described the image in a proper way with all the elements. The 4 is there, all the key elements are there, not only the elements but key elements. You get 3 if you have mentioned most of the key elements, not all the key elements but most of the. Second, deal with only one element, means you have talked about only one. Like when I go for describe image, I will tell you in detail what are the some points that you need to keep in your mind when talking about the describe image. So the pronunciation and fluency remains 5 point for each, and this is the only activity. This is a first activity where the score is just calculated in the speaking. There is no other communicative skills. So let's have a short video and just have the idea.
Describe image. For this question type, you need to describe an image. The recording status box displays a countdown until the microphone opens. You have 25 seconds to study the image and prepare your response. You hear a short tone. After the tone, start speaking immediately.
The diagram shows how to cook pasta or noodles. First, boil water.
That's all about the describe images. We are having item number 4 is respond to a situation, and in the final exam you may get 2 or maximum 4 respond to a situation type of questions. Again, this is a partial credit. 5, 5 and 3 means 3 is for the appropriacy. Pronunciation and fluency that remain the same. Appropriacy is a new words in this case. This means the language function appropriates to the given situations are expressed and clearly and politely in a formal or informal register. Whether your task is formal, informal, so your tone should be accordingly. If it's formal and you're saying something in the formal tone, then of course you will get score, otherwise the chances are quite less. Second, the language functions elected by the given structures and performed in a mostly appropriate register. Mostly appropriate register, but not always. You get only 1 point if the response user uses the simplest common expression and follows basic routines which may be inappropriate. Means there is no tone, there is no dialogue. Like if you're using that simple kind of tone, simple kind of words, then of course you remain only 1 point. So this is about the response to a situation. Let's watch a small video about it.
Respond to a situation. In this task, you will listen to and read a situation, then provide a spoken response. First, listen to and read the situation.
You're in your office on Monday morning and your manager asks you whether you can send.
You have 20 seconds to prepare your answer. Then you will hear a beep and the microphone will open. You have 40 seconds to speak your answer into the microphone. Try to respond to the situation as completely as you can.
I'm afraid it won't be possible to complete the report by Wednesday. Could I possibly have until Thursday?
So this is a respond to a situation. And for the online and offline classes, you can contact me on the given number. Let's talk about speaking and writing's next section. That is the last one, that is answer short questions. You will be given 5 or 6 questions one by one. The question prompt will be of approximately 10 to 15 seconds. So whatever the answer you give, that could be either correct or incorrect, and the score obviously shared with listening. So that's why both of the skills, listening and speaking, are being affected by this. As I told you earlier, if your answer is correct, you get 1 point. If your answer is incorrect, you get 0 point. Let's have a short video about it.
Answer short question. For this question type, you hear a question.
What do we call someone who buys products from a shop?
When the audio finishes, the microphone opens and the recording status box shows recording.
Customer.
There's no tone, so speak into the microphone immediately. Answer the question with 1 or a few words.
So this is the end of the speaking section, where we have covered all 5 points, 5 tasks. So we'll continue with the next writing section. Next part of the PTE Core is writing section. So here we will get first of all summarized written text. What the summarized written text is? You will be given a summary. You have to summarize it in between 25 to 50 words. So in the final exam, you will get 1 to 2 summarized written text, minimum 1 and maximum 2. And the partial credit is there. The credit, the scoring is divided into different 4 parts. That's content, form, grammar, and vocabulary. If we talk about the content, means that says provides a good summary of all the text, all relevant aspects are mentioned. You deserve 1 if you provide a fair summary, but not very good summary. Second one is form. Form means number of words. And if you follow the criteria and you write in between 25 to 50 words, you get the full point, that is 2. But in case if your scores, if your points, if your words are more than 60 and less than you can say that 10, then of course you will not get any kind of scores. Grammar, yes, if you are using very good kind of grammar, then obviously 2. But if there are few errors in the grammar, you will get only 1 point. Talking about vocabulary, has appropriate choice of words. Choice of word means whatever the words has been asked, whether you're choosing the same kind of word or different kind of words. Contain lexical errors but with no hindrance to communication. Here in this case, you are using some kind of vocabulary, but it may not hinder the fluency, or it may not disturb the fluency of the task. Then you will get 1 point. So let's see the sample.
Summarize written text. For this question type, you need to write a summary of the text using between 25 and 50 words. You have 10 minutes to write your summary. Your word count at the bottom of the screen counts the number of words you write. There are also cut, copy, and paste buttons, which you may use while constructing your summary.
So here it is. Yes, writing email is the second activity or second item type of the writing, where you will get minimum 2 or maximum 3 emails writing. The email could be formal, informal, or semi-formal. In other videos, I will explain what are the formal, informal, or semi-formal emails. So the partial credit is there. Again, the scores are divided into 3 parts: content, email conventions, and forms. Content, that's the same, addresses the requirement of tasks sufficiently and appropriately, whether you have answered all the question in a proper way. Second means you get only 2 points if you address the task with some successes and demonstrate some understanding of the task. You have just shown a little understanding of the task. You get only 1 if you attempted to address the task but you are not successful. Talking about the email convention, what it is means email conventions are obvious, appropriate, and used correctly in keeping with the format of the prompt. Whatever the format is there. Yes, of course, in the next slide you will see some of the sample of the task, so you will come to know what response you need to follow. Email conventions are used inconsistently, then only you will get 1 point. And of course, if there is no email conventions, you will get 0. Form means that's of approximately 50 to 120 words. Maximum word is 50 and minimum word is 50 and maximum word is 120. So approximately if you have written 100 words, that's perfect. If your words are 30 to 49 or 121 to 140, you will get 1 point only. You will get 0 point if you have not written in any way. Let's see the example. Sam.
Write email. In this task, you will read a description of a situation and write an email in response. First, read the description of the situation, then write your answer in the box below. Your response must address the themes in the 3 bullet points. You should try to write at least 100 words. You will have 9 minutes to complete this task.
Here is the writing email for you, and this is the end of the writing section. Yes, of course, for the online and offline classes, you can contact me on the given number, or personally you can visit at my office. Good morning, students. This is Jagdish Singh, available from Unveiling Jalandhar, and here in this video we are going to talk about the PTE Core. And if we talk about the PTE Core reading section, that lasts for 27 to 38 minutes. So this is the time duration for that, 27 to 38 minutes. Why the range of duration? Because nobody knows whether it goes for, means whether the students get 20 questions or 15 questions or 18 questions. So that's why. So let's talk about the first of all reading and writing fill in the blanks. Yes, one more thing is there. In this video we will also do some of the practice questions, because PTE Core reading is different from PTE Academic. Talking about the number of tasks, you will get 5 to 6 overall tasks. Minimum 5 and maximum 6 tasks will be there. Again, the partial credit is there, means the score is being shared with the writing too. So like each one correct answer get one correct option get the 1 point. So let's have a small sample of this.
Reading and writing, fill in the blanks. For this question type, there is a passage with some missing words. Beside each gap, there is a button with a drop-down list. Left-click on this button to reveal the list of options for that gap. Select the word you think best fills the gap.
So here it is. Let's have a sample of this. So I have prepared a paragraph along with 4 options. Starting a conversation with the strangers can seem daunting at first, but a smile and a friendly greeting can freeze, break, shatter or crack. You have to mention what is the correct option. Okay, just moving forward. Asking open-ended question is a passive, absolute, aggressive or effective. What is the answer? Strategies. Because it encourages the other persons to share more than just yes or no answers. For instance, asking about someone's opinion on a recent event or their favorite type of cuisine can recede, evolve, dissolve or vanish. What is the correct options into a more engaging and meaningful conversation. So if you want to spend time to read and just want to guess the questions, guess the answers, you can, because on the next screen you will see the answers. proceed. So this is the answer. Starting a conversation with a stranger can be daunting at first, but a simple smile and a friendly greeting can freeze the ice, can break the ice. So break the ice is an idiom. So in the journal reading we use idioms. Break the ice. Asking open-ended question is an. So here the ultimate guess is you're having an as an article. So of course something that start with A, E, I, O, U would be the answer. So here we are having absolute strategy that doesn't work. Effective strategies means the working, the strategy that works. So that's why effective is the correct answer, because it encourages the other person to share more than just yes or no answer. For instance, asking about someone's opinion on a recent event or their favorite type of cuisine can evolve, dissolve, vanish, or recede. So first of all, after can we use first form of verb, and all the forms are first. So evolve fits here best because evolves into a more engaging and meaningful conversation. Means evolve is something that come out of something. Means if you're not saying yes or no question, but if you're talking with someone, then it comes out the conversation. So that's why evolve. Recede doesn't make a sense. Dissolve means when some liquid things are mixed up. Vanish doesn't make sense with into. So that's why evolve is the answer. So in the final exam you will get this kind of fill in the blanks, and the content will be journal, not the academic. So let's move to the next part. Next part is a multiple choice, multiple answer. Here number of question will be 1 to 2, maximum 2, and minimum 1 question you will get. The scoring is again partial credit for each correct response, points deducted for incorrect options chosen. So I would say that it's a negative marking, but negative would be in such a way that you will not lose a score. You will not lose the score in minus. For example, your two correct, you have mentioned 2 options, but all those 2 options were wrong. You will get 0 score, but not -1, -2. Each correct response 1, each incorrect response -1, and minimum score is 0. So let's have a
Multiple choice, multiple answers. For this question type, you need to read the passage and answer the multiple choice question. There is more than one correct response. You need to select all the answers you think are correct.
So let's have a sample for that. Let's have a practice for this question. So this is the text we are having. In Canada, adherence to traffic rules in Paramount. So according to me, what should students do? They must understand what the thing they are talking about. Here in this text, the writer is talking about Canada, and the writer is talking about traffic rules. In the first sentence, you are able to know what the topic and what the theme of the topic is. Let's have a closer look at the questions. So here is a question, and there are total 6 options are there. You can have a time, you can have a look and answer the question. You're having 2 minutes time now. the answers. The answers are B and E. That is, seat belts are mandatory for all passengers in the vehicle. And second one is child seats are required for children under 40 pounds, means weight has been mentioned. So let's search the answer in that text. Which of the following statements are true regarding traffic rules in Canada? Seat belts are mandatory. If we talk about a seat belt, so we will search for the seat belt only. Seat belts. Yes, seat belts are mandatory for all passengers in the vehicle. So they have clearly mentioned. And the second one is child weight is 40 pounds. So 40 has been clearly mentioned in. Child seats are required for children under 40 pounds. So here you can scan the questions, scan the words, and you can find the answer. So let's have other questions. So the next one is reorder paragraph. In case of reorder paragraph, you will get minimum 2 and maximum 3 number of tasks. The partial credit is there for each correctly ordered adjacent pair. Means here you will get the score on the behalf of the exact pair. If the pair is correct, you will get the score. If the pair is not correct, you will not get the score. Anyhow, means we will see in the example too. Each pair of correct test boxes give you 1 point. Let's have a closer look at the sample.
Reorder paragraph. For this question type, you need to restore the original order of the text by selecting text boxes and clicking the left and right arrows to move them across the screen. Select the text boxes, move them across the screen, and use the up and down arrows to reorder them.
So here it is. This is a reorder paragraph, and keep one thing in your mind. You will get score only if your pair is correct. Let's practice the same. Here is a practice question. This is A, B, C, D option, and you are having 2 minutes time. In the 2 minutes, try to answer the questions in a correct order. So the first one is many schools have strict rules regarding the wearing of uniform. So first of all, you need to find the independent sentence that doesn't depend on anyone. So here in this case, many schools have strict rules regarding the wearing of uniform. There is no single word that depends upon others. So that's why this is the first one. Second one is they must be worn correctly and neatly at all times. Now the sentence start with they. They is a pronoun, so there they means wearing of uniform or uniform. Uniforms must be worn correctly. If we replace they, we can replace it with a uniform. So this shows a continuity. They must be worn correctly and neatly at all times. The third one is this policy. This policy is aimed to promote equality among students and minimize distractions. So here they must be worn correctly and neatly at all times. So this is a kind of policy, or this is a kind of rule. So that's why this is a first sentence, because it says that this policy means policy of properly and neatly wearing the uniforms. And the fourth one is violations of uniform rules can result in disciplinary action. Means if this policy or if this rule is broken, the result is that students can get the punishment for that. So this is how you get the score. Means for like one pair, say first and second it makes 1 point, then second and third it make 2 points, and third and fourth it make 3 points. The next item is fill in the blanks. In this case you will get 4 minimum and maximum 5 blanks to fill. So the partial credit is there. For each correctly completed blank you will get 1 answer or 1 point. So let's have a small look at the sample, what it is.
Fill in the blanks. For this question type, you see a text with some missing words. You need to drag and drop words across the screen to correctly fill in the gaps in the text. You have a list of words in the box that you can use to fill in the gaps in the text. There are more words than gaps, so you will not use all the words provided.
So here it is. Let's have a closer look and let's practice one question.
Fill.
Here is the question. The question is there and some blanks are there with so many options. There are total 4 blanks. The options are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 blanks are there. So you are having 5 minutes. In 5 minutes, try to solve these questions. You can mark it on your notebook. closer look at the answers. So the first answer is Beethoven, second is piano, and third one is digital marketing. The fourth one is joy. Now let's look at the reason or explanation. From the classical composition of Beethoven's to the moderate beats of pop and hip hop. So Beethoven is the only option available with you. So this was the name of the composers only. So that's why that's the answer. And of course the nino is required. Next one is instrumental, ranging from the traditional piano to electronic synthesizers. So traditional piano and synthesizer that works same, that works equally, means their working style is same. So that's why piano is used, because traditional piano works the same function as a electronic synthesizer. So that's why piano is required. Piano was the answer. The evolution of music is also significantly influenced by technological advancements such as digital marketing. So they have mentioned about something technological advancement. So what is technology? That is digital advancement marketing. So the combination of both the things is digital marketing, which has transformed how music is produced, disturbed and consumed. Despite the changes, the core of music, its power to evoke joy, to evoke something. When power to evoke means when something positive can be evolved, and the positive one is joy. Joy is a positive, remains unchanged, proving its timeless relevance in the human culture. Yes, for these kind of more questions you can contact me on the given number. So next one is multiple choice single answer. Multiple choice single answer. The total number of tasks you will get in this case is 1 to 2, minimum 1 and maximum 2. And the scoring will be correct or incorrect. If your answer is correct, you will get 1 point. If your answer is incorrect, you will get 0 point. So this is a simple one. We have practiced so many times in other kind of exams, but still let's watch the video.
Multiple choice, single answer. For this question type, you need to read the passage and answer the multiple choice question. There are several possible response options, but only one is correct. To choose your answer, click on it using the left button on your mouse. Click on it again to deselect it, or click on a different answer.
So here you can select or deselect the option you have chosen. Let's go for the practice. This is a question. This is the paragraph in front of you. As I told you earlier in my multiple choice, multiple answer, from the first sentence we can judge what that topic is. The topic is about the communication because it starts with the language barrier. So all the sentences, all the form of verbs are in the present form or modals are there. So that's why we can judge it's a present form. So here is a question. You are having 2 minutes time. here is the answer in front of us. So C is the answer, employing translator or translation technology. What is the key strategies to overcome language barrier according to the text? So according means if we want to remove the language barrier, what is the key strategies? Key strategy means that varies from thing to thing, but in this case the key strategy is to employing translator, or we can search the word like strategy. That will help us to find the answer in an appropriate way. Like in this case, we are often learning new language employed. Yes, here overcoming these means overcoming these barriers often involves learning. Overcoming means finding the solution of something. So that's closer to the strategies. Overcoming these barriers often involve learning new language or employing translator and technology like translation app. So this is the correct answer. So these are the 5 type of questions in reading PTE Core. For any kind of information or any doubt about PTE Core, you can contact me on the given number. Yes, of course, online and offline classes are going on. You can join anytime. Thank you. We're having this listening section in PTE Core, and this module will go for 30 to 37 minutes. Again, I'm going to tell you because the time range is there, because nobody's know how many questions will be there. So starting with the question number 1, that is item type, that is summarize spoken text. You will get either 1 or maximum 2 number of tasks. And the scoring will be again partial credit will be given to you, and the partial credit is on the behalf of content, form, grammar, vocabulary and spelling. These are 5 categories. On behalf of that you are given the score. The first one is content. Content means provide a good summary of the text. All relevant aspects are mentioned. Whatever the aspects are there, it must be relevant. Provides a fair summary of the text, but 1 or 2 aspects are missing. Means you have given the summary, but some of the aspects are missing. Then you only get 1 point. Yes, next form. That contains 50 to 70 words. You have written the words accordingly, 50 to 70, minimum 50 and maximum 70. And if it contains 40 to 49s, then of course you will be penalized by 1 point, or if it's more than 71, then again you are penalized. But if it's less than 40 or if it's more than 100, you will get no point for that. You will score 0. Grammar, like for every correct grammatical structure, you will get 2 points. If there are some grammatical mistake, you will get 1 point, and you will not be given any kind of points or any score if you are grammatically wrong. Vocabulary, appropriate choice of words. The words that you are choosing, that must be appropriate, exactly to the point. So you will get 2 points. If some lexical errors are there, then you will get 1 point, and for every defective words you will get 0 point. Spelling plays an important role. One spelling typing error. Suppose you have made 1 spelling error, you will be penalized for that. You will lose your 1 point. If 2 or 3 spelling errors are there, you will get only 1 point. Of course, you will not get any point if there are more than 3 errors in spelling. So let's have a small look at the demo session of Summarize Spoken Text.
Summarize spoken text. For this question type, you hear somebody speaking.
When you think of canal holidays in this country, you might imagine an older couple.
You need to write a 20 to 30 word summary on what you heard. You have 8 minutes to finish this task. The word count at the bottom of the screen counts the number of words you write.
So here it is. For the form, the scoring is not 50 to 70, it's 20 to 30 words. You just need to write 20 to 30 words in the form. And if it's less than 20 to 30, then of course you will lose a score. Actually, that's a typo error. That's a typo error in the PTE Core official website.
Multiple choice.
Next one is multiple choice, multiple answer. In this case, you will get minimum 1 point and maximum 2 points. Sorry. Next one is multiple choice, multiple answer. Here you will get either 1 point, 1 question or 2 question, maximum 2 question, and the partial credit for each correct response you will get 1 point, and if the option is wrong you will lose your 1 valuable point. So each correct response 1 minus each incorrect response. The partial credit is there, partial scoring is there. In short, the negative marking is there, but the marking is not that much negative that you got your minus score. You will definitely get 0, but not less than 0. So let's have a demo session for that.
Multiple choice, multiple answers. For this question type, you need to listen to the recording.
Looking at my CV, you might think I don't have any relevant experience, but I do have experience.
Answer the multiple choice question by selecting all of the correct responses. To select an option, click on it using the left button of your mouse. Click on it again to deselect it.
So here in this case, you will watch a video and then you will respond accordingly. Next is fill in the blanks. Fill in the blanks listing type. The number of questions will be 2 or maximum 3. The partial credit is there. This means for each correct spelling you will get 1 point, and each incorrect spelling you will get 0 points. Let's watch a small video to know in depth about what the fill in the blanks in listing is.
Fill in the blanks. For this question type, you see a transcript of the audio recording. However, some words are missing. Restore the transcript by typing in the missing words.
Okay, let's discuss our plans for the coming months. And the first thing I'd like to say is that our new collection will be quite different. I mean, some of our current...
One more thing is here, I just want to tell you that one is like if you are along with the spelling, if
Fill
your
in the
scores,
blanks.
if there is any punctuation error means to say that, like, let me tell you, yes, here this is the prompt. Yes, like in all of the questions anyhow, means there is no any capital letters are required, and by chance suppose there is a blank over here and you have written and small a, small n and small d, then definitely you are going to lose the score. So you will get the score on punctuation. If your punctuation is wrong, this means your spelling is wrong. Your spelling is wrong, this means you will get low score. Next one is multiple choice single answer. In this case, you will get 1 or maximum 2 questions for this. The answers are correct or incorrect. For each correct answer, you will get 1 point. For each incorrect answer, you will get 0 points. So let's watch the video.
Multiple choice, single answer. For this question type, you need to listen to the recording and answer the multiple choice question.
You've been with us for 6 months. How do you feel it's gone so far?
Again, in this case, you will watch a video, and after watching the video, you will answer the correct option.
Multiple choice, single answer. For this question type, you need to listen to the recording and answer the multiple choice question.
You've been with us for 6 months. How do you feel it's gone so far?
I think I'm doing well.
There are several possible response options, but only one is correct. Click on the answer you think is correct to select it.
So the next item type is select missing word. In the final exam, you will get minimum 1 and maximum 2 select missing word. Answer is either correct or incorrect. Correct means you have chosen the correct option, or incorrect if you have chosen the correct option. So one correct response, one answer. So let's watch the video.
Select missing word. For this question type, the last word or group of words in the recording has been replaced by a beep.
If you're sitting down, move your body forward a little. Use eye contact and, of course, smile as you speak. Watch the other person's body language, and if they start to look bored...
There are several possible response options. Select the most... Select missing word.
Move your body forward a little. Use eye contact and, of course, smile as you speak. Watch the other person's body language, and if they start to look bored...
There are several possible response options. Select the most appropriate option to complete the recording.
So you have to choose the appropriate option, means that replace the beep tone. Next one is highlight incorrect word. That's a favorite one of many of the students. Like in PT academic, even like good score students are getting in this activity. Number of questions will be 1 or 2, minimum 1 and maximum 2. The partial credit is there. Means if your each option or your each word is correct, then you will get score, otherwise no. And one more thing is there, in this case there is negative marking. Negative marking is there, but not less than 0. Just have a look at the prompt and have an idea.
Highlight incorrect words. For this question type, you hear a recording and see a transcript. However, the transcript contains some errors. While listening and reading, you need to click on the words in the text that differ from what the speaker says.
Thank you for contacting All Trust Bank. We are unable to take your call right now, but one of our advisors will be ready to help you as soon as possible. To make sure that you are talking to the right person, please select one of the following options. But one of our advisors will be ready to help you as...
Highlight. Highlight incorrect words. The speaker says,
Thank you for contacting All Trust Bank. We are unable to take your call right now, but one of our advisors will be ready...
So here in this case, he has spoken advisor. But here the word written is assistant. So this is the incorrect word. What you need to do is you need to click over it and it will be automatically yellow. And by chance, if you have marked or selected some wrong word, you will lose a score. You will lose score in minus. So be careful about that. Next and last one is write from dictation. Write from dictation, you will get minimum 3 and maximum 4 write from dictation. The partial credit is there, no doubt. Like for every correct word, you will get 1 point, and if your word is not correct, you will lose points. Let's watch a small video, short video about it, and have understanding about this task.
Write from dictation. In this task, you will hear a sentence and try to write exactly what you hear.
Ponds provide a good environment for animals such as frogs.
Listen to the sentence and then write what you hear
Means again, means whatever you have listened, you need to write in a proper way, in that way only.
in the box below. Try to write as much of the sentence as you can. You will only hear the sentence once.
So this is all about your listening part that contains 7 questions, and for any kind of advice, any kind of material, or any kind of offline or online coaching, you can contact me on the given number. So this is all about the PTE Core, where you have learned about the format, technique, tips, and how to solve the questions. And of course, I hope you would have understood the thing, and all the best for your coming life.